So hello everyone, it's Digital Dave, and today we're going to be talking about an exciting new old product with new features. And this is one of my favorite products to have in my Techdeck. And I think one of the things that everybody should do is really evaluate their Techdeck on which products they're using and which products they're not, and which products are very effective for them in efficiency and getting things done.
Hi, I'm Small Business Stacey,
I'm Digital Dave.
where marketing
Meets technology.
The program is SnagIT. We've actually done a review on this one before, and the only reason that I'm doing this again today is because they have some cool new features in the SnagIT 2020 version, which I just downloaded. And I've got Small Biz Stacey here with me today, and I'm going to walk through with her some of these awesome new features that you should be taking advantage of as well, particularly if you do any kind of documentation for your customers, clients, or patients. And I'm almost thinking about using this to create some infographics, and you'll see what I mean when I'm done showing you this. Let's start with some of the new features in the 2020 version that I just think are a home run as far as delivering documentation that really pops. In the new version here, they've actually added a ability to use a template to put your images in. Before you could combine images, but you kind of had to line everything up and put it all together to make it look nice, put your steps in there and so on and so forth, which actually made it a lot more work. And I'm going to show you how these templates work. And the second thing, which I cannot do today because we're recording this screen, is to make a video from images. And you can string together images and make a transitional video. And you can actually do this inside of the templates as well, which is really, really cool. So I don't want to do too many features today, but just some basic features. And a third one that I'll do that a lot of people don't use is using SnagIT to grab text from images. So we'll cover those three things today. Let's start with templates. So in templates, you have the opportunity to choose from some standard templates that come with the out-of-the-box 2020 SnagIT. And these are certainly pretty nice templates, and you could use any of these. So let's say I want to make a step-by-step document, right? I want to show somebody how to do something. I'm just going to pick this template. I'm going to click create here. And what it's going to do is it's going to give me kind of like an overview template, right? And you literally just work from this template and you build it out. So I'll go in here and I might say, title, what do I want my title to be? I want my title to be Show Stacey how this works. And you can move these around. You can design it how you want to. After you've already done it, you can renumber it. You can add new images to it, and you can it's kind of like a table of contents or a glossary, I suppose. One of the things they do is they stamp this stuff down here by created by who, on what date, and made with. And of course, they want to get their advertising in there, and you can certainly just remove that if you want to. And you could go in here and pop your logo on here, right? You could make it look like you own this. So from there, you kind of have your step-by-step document here. So I'm going to show Stacey. We did a video recently with Bob Berg. If you don't know who Bob Berg is, he's the go-giver. So I'm going to just grab some images that I snagged from that to make a blog post, and we're going to kind of just drag these into the areas here. You can see it's pretty easy. All right. Oh. Takes a while to grab it to get the handle. Kind of have to hold it down for a second on the image. So I only have 4 images here. That's good enough. And we'll show you some great statistics from one of our campaigns. How about that? There you go. 362 impressions and 23 clicks. So anyway, I've just made a step-by-step document, and what I would do now is I'd probably come up here to the areas where I describe what this step-by-step does, right? I'm making a step-by-step, and you could clearly see how you could use this as an infographic, right? I mean, you could definitely make some cool infographics with this. So I want to put here, and I'm going to put there, and I'm going to put everywhere. You should use SNAG 2020. So isn't that a pretty nice, quick and easy way to do step-by-step documentation and structural documentation? Anything that involves a process, you can add as many of these as you want. Now here's something that's really cool. This is what I want to show you next, is that, and I bought this and I hadn't bought this before, is they have something called SnagIT Assets. And with SnagIT Assets, you have the ability to go outside of these standard templates and things like that you want to add. So I went in and I added a bunch of emojis into this thing. So if I come over here to my stamps, I've got, if I come over to emojis, or I think it's smiley faces and people, I've got hundreds and hundreds of these. These came from SnagIT Assets, so they're pretty fun, So I could come over here and I could say, we like Bob, but we want to put this next to Stacey. Oh, I don't need two of them. Anyway, I got to click off of it and then click on this one and then grab the handles. If I want to make it smiling, I can make it smiling. So those are stamps. It's not what I wanted to show today. What I want to show today is that they have a whole mess of assets, and these are just some of the ones I grabbed, but one of the things they have is templates. And the way you go there is you can do create image from template, and one of the options it says is download more templates. I'm going to skip over to where that is directly. I mean, I could click on it, but it would just open up another browser window, and we can see here's a list. And I just went into the templates that are available. These are like some frame kind of templates. So a lot of times you like to put things inside of a computer, right? So I could grab this template right here, basic monitor landscape. I can click open in SnagIT, and it tells me I have the wrong version, which is okay, but it still works. So anyway, I was able to put this template inside SnagIT, and now I can do create. And if I go back over to my SnagIT, which it doesn't, it's weird, it doesn't really bring you back there, but it had pulled that template in. So now I can literally use this template here. I could put a big smiley face right in the middle there. And we can come up here to the title, and I just click on arrow because I need to go. Stacey is happy. And again, I probably get rid of this down here. Oh, and I'm still on stamps. And this is just some of the quirks of SnagIT that you get used to after a while. So I'll click on favorites so that it doesn't do that. And then I'll click on this. And you have to highlight it first, and you click edit, and you can remove this. And again, you could put an image on there. So if I want to put an image in the background, let's just say I want to put this here, I could drag this still in there, and the smiley face would be on top of the image. And again, it's a great way to represent, make quick images, and you can even make images from this. And of course, with SnagIT, you can do file save as, and you can save this as many different types of image files. You can do JPEGs, so on and so forth, PNGs, PDFs. So multiple images. So you're creating images out of these that you can then send to people. So that's two of the things that I wanted to show you today in SnagIT that I think are pretty nice features and you should use. And the last one that a lot of people don't use, which I absolutely think is one of the best things ever, is the ability to literally capture text from an image. So here we have an image, right? And say I want to grab this text. I don't want to type all that. That's way too much work for me. If you come up here to your SnagIT quick snag button and you look below it, there's a thing that says grab text. If you click on grab text, it's going to ask you to highlight whatever it is. Now, unfortunately, it's not going to let me snag my snag. I'm going to have to do this from an image somewhere else. I'm going to back out of here, and I'm just going to go to something that has text on it. And let's just say, let's do some Google images. And let's do some quotes. This will illustrate it pretty well. Quotes on dreams. How about that? That works. And they always have these images down here that are people who have made quotes for things. So I'll click on this image here, and I could do it right from there. But let's just say I want that text from Colin Powell. I want to, put that into a document. If I click on my grab text from the quick snag button and highlight that area, it'll automatically say grabbing text. And it didn't do a very good job on this one. I apologize to you. That is not normally what I get. And it may be because this text here has a shadow on it. So I'm going to try a different one here. Let's try this one here. The future belongs to those who believe in dreams, the beauty of their dreams, Eleanor Roosevelt. Let's try that one. And normally it's pretty accurate. Sometimes I have to fix a letter or two, and it really kind of depends on the size of it. This may actually be too big. I might actually have done better by taking it from the small one. All right, so this one worked. All right, and again, you can't always use it directly from here, but you can copy this and paste this in Notepad, take out all of the sizing and all the font stuff in there, and paste it into whatever you want to document or into your website with nothing in it. So those are the grab text feature's been there always, or at least for a long time. But the thing I really like about SnagIT is not just the templates, but I really think this assets thing is pretty cool. So if you come over here into their new assets and you go back to, they have stamps, they have photos. The photos are okay. Most people have their own photo library, but you get them. You get a bunch of free photos. And then you get your templates, and they have different types. So you have a timeline set of templates, which, again, if you want to present something as a timeline, it's a pretty quick and easy way to create a timeline. Maybe you're going to plop this into a PowerPoint presentation or something, make it look nice. So those are just some new features that I've got to play with so far in SnagIT 2020, and that's pretty much what I want to cover today. Is you need to have a great Teckdeck, and one of my favorite tools, without a doubt, for creating documentation is SnagIT 2020. And this is Digital Dave signing off till next time.
This podcast was brought to you by Small Business Stacey, the small biz marketing specialist. Want to know the 6 simple steps that will double, even triple your business in the next 30 days? Go to smallbizmarketingspecialist.com/transform and finally achieve the successful and profitable business you always knew you'd have. That's smallbizmarketingspecialist.com/transform.